What's up, y'all? There's something been bothering me for a while. I'm tired of this bullshit about the Warriors and them not being so great, and maybe they could have lost the finals if this, that, or the other happened. They won 67 fucking games last year. 67 games that put them in position to have the first seed, to be at home, and win it all. And they played tough teams. Now, Charles Barkley, he's got a stiffer for the Warriors. He's got a real problem with the Warriors winning the finals because he was against them all year. That's cool. That's all right. But at some point, you got to let your guard down and say, this is a good ball club. So he's recently asked on a show called The Herd, what would you do with the Warriors, whatnot. And of course, he said, we would have mauled the Warriors, right, 25 years ago. And I'm not saying it's not true. If the Warriors had to play the bad boys in the 80s, it would have been a tough game. But don't tell me they wouldn't have competed against them. They would have won some games, right? I mean, this is a 67-win team. But let's flip it a little bit. Some of the players that played then that were completely unathletic, right? Would they be as good as they was in yesteryear now when they have to run the floor? I don't think so. There's some guys that were drafted and played a lot of minutes, that played underneath, that couldn't run the floor today with some of these guys. The league's changed. It's a more athletic league. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's falling more athletic. I mean, there's some guys you watch some 80s film and go, wow, this guy wouldn't be able to play in the league today. He wouldn't even be drafted. He wouldn't even be looked at, right? Because he just doesn't have that athleticism. So Barkley, he has to consider that also. But I agree. Yeah, they would have got mauled, but they would have had to make some adjustments. Okay, fine. Now, the part that gets me is he goes back and he goes, oh, yeah, when they was playing the Cavaliers, they barely won. What the fuck did I miss? And if you look at it, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson didn't really play that well. They didn't have that great a series. Klay Thompson, I'll give it to you, he wasn't shooting well, but he played D, and Klay's a decoy. I don't think people realize that the fact that he's on the three-point line opens up the whole court. If you know the game, right? If you follow the game, this man is a certified decoy out there. I mean, he widens out the court for everyone else. Now, I'm going to go check my, because this is bottom, I'm going to check my exact stats right now on Curry in the finals to see how bad he played. He didn't say he played bad, but he didn't even have a very good series if you looked at it. Okay, let's see what a bad series was. Okay, we got 25 and 6 in game 1. 37 points in game 2. Oh, wait a minute. Was they both wins? Was that when we won the game? Oh yeah, that's when we won the game. He averaged 26 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 88% from the line, 38% from three-point line, 44% from field goal percentage, and 42 minutes a game. This man was certified, right? I mean, if we didn't have him, we would have won. To say he had a bad finals is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's hogwash, right? Barkley is bitter because he was wrong. And to keep this up, it's just ridiculous. Doc Rivers months ago, yeah, his words got taken out of context. Shut your trap. Just shut your trap about this team being lucky. How are they lucky when they beat Memphis, Houston, Cleveland? How are they lucky? These is good teams. New Orleans, these is good teams. And they beat them. They won 67 games. Now, the other part that Barkley says, the Cavaliers only had one good player. He's the best player in the league. He's the best player. He's like two of the best players. He's like having two great players. And the people around him wasn't that bad. Mozgov had a series. Okay? Tristan Thompson just got paid over $80 million, right? They had some players. Dellavedova was a Disney story. This guy was like the Cinderella kid, right? And then, Kyrie Irving was hurt. Kyrie Irving has been hurt his whole career. It wasn't like, Kyrie Irving got hurt for the first time. This man is like there's a sniper in the building. He goes down maybe once every 15 games. That's just Kyrie Irving. I don't like signing players like that for that reason. I would have let him walk because he ain't going to play. Kevin Love, great player. Hey, could have been different, maybe. But let's look at the history of this man. Kevin Love gets hurt all the time. That you signed him, and he gets hurt. It's not by accident. It's not voodoo. It's whatever you want to call it. But both of them are injuries. There's players like this, their whole careers are marred by injuries. And then there's other players in the league that find a way to play. I don't know. In this day and age, there should be a way, right? You should keep in shape and whatnot. But these two guys, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, just said, oh, the Cavs weren't lucky. These guys are hurt all the time. They got a handicap placard in their mirror when they go to park. These guys have been hurt since they've been drafted. Kyrie Irving missed almost his whole college year, his 1 year. Kevin Love's only played more than 60 games, I think, once. Do your homework. Luck my ass. You choose that team. You choose those stars, right? Now, the Warriors moving forward, it's a work in progress. We 12-0, and there's still people talking. I don't understand it. If you want to compare the 80s to now, it's apples to oranges. It's a different game. It's not better. It's not worse. Barkley made the analysis. He said, oh, it's like the NFL. The cornerbacks can't touch the wide receivers anymore. Yeah, you're right. But the NFL's a fucking mess right now. The whistle's going on. Basketball is nice right now. It's still popular. There's a lot of scoring going on. The game's just changed. It's an outside shooter's game. A lot more three-point shooting. But what people fail to talk about the Warriors is we're an excellent defensive team. Check the stats. We've been number one on D the last 2 years. Also, we're an excellent fast break team. Iguodala comes in there. Leandro Barbosa comes in there. They ain't just chucking threes, fellas. They running the court, getting dunks. Correct me if tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Please put it in the comments. Please tell me I'm wrong. Please. Tell me I'm wrong about this. Lie.